Now, if the U.S. military and Pentagon is stating that these are not alien beings, since they set the precedent in the beginning in the 50s saying they are interplanetary alien beings, now the narrative is changing that they're not, then what are they? It's simple. It leaves only for them to be spiritual beings. That's what's happening here. They're changing the story so that Satan can then change the world and change the narrative for the world to accept them as spiritual beings. Because look, Jesus says that in the last days, it was said that take heed that no one will deceive you. Many will come in my name. Many of these. We're talking 1,000 to 2,000 of these crafts over 70 years abducting individuals and creating these hybrid species of Nephilims like they did in Genesis 6. So it says here, make sure no one, many will come in my name saying that I am the Christ. And these individual, these minis that Jesus is talking about is going to accelerate the world to be lawless, just like it did in the book of Genesis. And he says the love of many will grow cold. And if it says, look, then if anyone says to you, look, he is here, look, here's the Christ, or there, do not believe it, for false Christ and false prophet will rise and show great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. Therefore, I told you beforehand. Therefore, if they say to you, they, who's the they? These hybrids. This is the day. This is Genesis 6 2.0. These are the day that he's talking about. Look, he's in the desert. Do not go out or look. He is in the inner room. Do not believe it. This is the day he's talking about, folks. So you see the significance of why this is happening now. We see that we're one prophecy away from the third temple being rebuilt, per the Zechariah prophecy. We see that as prophecy is fulfilling in Israel, this scaling of this topic with UFOs and abductions is happening at the same time. We see that with the example that God has already showed us with Genesis, where these beings came down, manipulated the human race and species, which influenced and fueled evil, that God had to respond, is happening again with these beings from the sky coming down, manipulating the human race, and then setting the course of the world that is going to accelerate lawlessness, in which God has to then respond. So we see this is happening. But now you're like, well, how could this go from a topic of aliens to a topic of spiritual beings? Not everyone's going to accept the Pentagon. The Pentagon can't reach and stretch over the world. So how can that happen? I'm glad you asked that question, because Pope Francis said he would. He said he would baptize these creatures, these aliens. He is the one that will convert this conversation from aliens to spiritual beings, baptizing them as if Jesus died for these creatures, these hybrids, just like Jesus didn't die for angels, didn't die for giants, didn't die for these hybrids. He died for descendants of Adam and Eve. But Pope Francis, who leads over billions of people who are Catholics, who follow him, and what he says is law, if he declares that these individuals should be baptized, this whole conversation changed to a spiritual conversation overnight. And that's how it's going to happen. That's how we're seeing this all play out, is that now they're being changed from a topic of not alien, then what? Then the spiritual, and if spiritual can be baptized, if baptized, boom, points to Jesus, who said, do not believe them. Many Christs are going to come. They are going to tell you I'm here. They're going to tell you I'm there. Don't believe it. They're going to do signs, lines, and wonders. So this is what I want to prepare you for, folks. And you can see how this ties to the book of Revelation. So tell me what you thought. I really hope this was edifying to you. I hope you learned. If you did, leave me a like, comment, and definitely share this to others so we can get them all aware of what's going on and happening in the world today. Again, thank you for watching. Don't lose hope, because remember, folks, Jesus is coming.